Before we start the official ceremony. Thank you for being here, but we want to make sure that everybody has a chance to get on campus. So thank you for your patience. We'll probably play one more song, and then we'll get started shortly. Thank you. you. Please be seated. Good afternoon, Don Calajan community. At this time, I would like to invite the following students to the stage for them to welcome all of you to our school in some of our home languages. So students, if you could rise, and as you come up, I will read their names. So we'd like to thank Kiana Naraya Johnson, Janelli Escalante Venegas, Pengwei Yin, Michelle Lay, Darlene Tran, Mai Tran, Addis Klisterik, Angelo Machado, Jesse Herbatin, and Merab Shakil.
Good afternoon, friends, families, teachers, school administrators, district administrators, school board members, and other honored guests. I am pleased to welcome you to Don Calajan's 2023 promotion ceremony.
Buenas tardes todos, amigos, familiares, maestros, administradores, escolares, miembros de la Junta Escolar y otros invitados de honor. Nos complace darle la bienvenida a la ceremonia de promoción 2023 de Don Calajan.
大家下午好，欢迎大家来到 Don Calajan School。在今天，在这里，在这个风和日丽、阳光明媚的日子里，我们学校将举行2023年8年级毕业典礼。谢谢大家。
Xin kính chào các quý vị, quan khách, gồm các thành viên, giáo viên trong trường và học khu, các phụ huynh và bạn bè.
Hôm nay là lễ ra trường năm 2023 của khối lớp 8 trường Don Calajan.
Và chúng con đại diện cho học sinh khối 8 hân hạnh chào đón và bày tỏ lòng biết ơn đến sự hiện diện của mọi người ở buổi lễ quan trọng này.
Dobar dan, prijatelji, porodica, nastavnici i ostali gosti. Dobrodošli na našu maturu.
Boa tarde, amigos, familiares, professores, diretores escolares, membros do Conselho Escolar e demais convidados de honra. Temos o prazer de recebê-los na cerimônia de promoção do Don Calajan 2023.
Sayon Tuesday, Jumrupsu, Kona Aktibostrup, Kona Krup Krum Samajik, Krum Prak Sapida, Lok Niok, Niga, Lokru, Nikru, Bokale, Siksa Nusa, Nesala Don Calajan.
मोज़िज़ ख़वातीन हज़रात, तमाम उस्ताज़ा, स्कूल के बोर्ड अरकान और दीगर मोज़िज़, मैं आप सबको डॉन कॉलेजान की इस आला तकरीब में खुशामदीद कहती हूँ।
Thank you all. Now leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance, will Kiana Naraya Johnson and Ian Pruden please come to the stage.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
As you all know, today is about our students, and we will have two student speakers share their experience at Don Calajan. Will Jonathan Ng and Angel Danny Cuevas please come to the stage?
Good afternoon, everyone. As we stand here on the threshold of our 8th grade promotion, I'm reminded of a famous quote by Nelson Mandela. Education is the most powerful weapon which you could use to change the world. Throughout our time in this school, we have gained knowledge that will shape us into better individuals. In these transformative years, we have learned the importance of empathy and kindness. Our school has taught us to value compassion and understanding, fostering an environment where everybody feels supported and included. In my time at this school, I've engaged with this community of students and staff, even partaking in leadership, which really gave me a close bond with this community. One thing leadership had me doing was spending time with Miss Kim's wonderful kindergarten class, which bettered my understanding of the importance of communication and the power that I have to influence others. As we move forward, the experiences and lessons we have gained in this school will be our guiding light. The education we have received here will empower us to make a positive impact on the world, using our knowledge and skills to create a brighter future. Thank you and congratulations to the amazing promoting class of 2023 and the graduating class of 2027. Together, we can change the world.
Good morning. Procrastination is a big part of school. I'm sure my sister can confirm that. So, work is also a big part of school, and it's extremely important to success. My best experiences in Don Calajan lies in my leadership class, where I've engaged with the community using Mr. Yoong's class in 5th grade. I've been at Don Calajan for 3 years, and out of those 3 years, I've met many amazing students and extremely amazing teachers. I would like to thank Miss Lee, who is always looking out for me, Miss Azaparty, the best world history teacher, Miss Wallace, an amazing teacher, and Mr. OJ, always making jokes about math problems. I learned that meeting deadlines is important, and it may come as a surprise, but teachers have lives. My years at Don Calajan have taught me one very important thing. A community is only strong because people work with each other, support each other, and learn from each other. Thank you.
Excellent speeches. Can we please give them just one more round of applause? Thank you very much. Now you got to listen to me for a bit. Sorry. So, again, good afternoon, Don Calajan community. If you have not met me, I'm Anthony Alberts, and I've had the pleasure of serving my first year here at Don Calajan. I'd like to take a moment to recognize our Santa Clara Unified Board members. If you could please rise. Thank you. Thank you. As well as our district office staff. Dr. Waddell, thank you. Today, we gather here to celebrate the academic and social achievements of our resilient students who have embraced the values of respect, responsibility, and making right choices, even in the faces of challenges over the past 3 years. Students, your journey has been one of growth, and now it is time to embark on the next chapter as you move on to high school. In appreciating your growth, I want you to recognize that yesterday we had the opportunity to recognize students who put in extra effort over this year and were recognized by both site and district staff for what they have done. When I call your name, please stand to be recognized, then you may sit. These two individuals received the Public School Awards. So Kiana Naraya Johnson and Ian Pruden. I also want to recognize our Academic Department Awards. So the Richard Knowles Award winner was Leon Sabatu. The AXA, which is the Administrative Organization Local Award, went to Jonathan Ng. The Outstanding in Geometry Award went to Nada Abu Halawa. Outstanding in Algebra went to Jonathan Ng. Outstanding in Math went to Hunter Nguyen. Outstanding in English went to Darlene Aguilar Galdames. Outstanding in History went to Ian Pruden. Outstanding in Science went to Sam Nguyen. Outstanding in Physical Education went to John Marecki. The Scholar Athlete Award went to Maria Elena Anaya Charles. We also have our elective awards. So Outstanding English Learner went to Pegwei Yin. Outstanding in Leadership went to Jalen Sky Regandola. Outstanding in Criminal Justice went to Isaac Calderon. Outstanding in Design Lab went to Arnav Parikh. Outstanding in Speech and Debate went to Angel Garcia. Outstanding in Orchestra went to Callie Joe Guntern. Outstanding in band, went to Michael Magana. These went to Outstanding Overall Progress, and this was more for growth between 6th grade and 8th grade. The first one is Jay Stokes. And John, you didn't give me your full one, but John Fafita. I believe Henry Newman. Henry Newman Fafita. We also have Exemplary Growth Mindset for Rosarelli Portillo, who I don't believe is here today. Exemplary Resilience went to Naomi Valdivia Carbajal. Exemplary School Spirit went to Jasper Cott. And the final Exemplary Humanitarian went to Melanie Lemuse. Thank you all. We're also a unique school in being a K-8 school. At this time, I'd like to recognize both the families and students who have pursued their educational career here at Don Calajon since they were kindergartners. We have 7 of them, so please rise when I call your names. Jamal Awil, Fernando Jordan Herrera, Alyssa Selly, Jasper Cott, Mr. William Lynn, Mina Muhammad, who's not present, sorry, and Lucas Savantesen. All right, I want to be clear, their success in life is one we all have a part of, so hopefully you continue to be successful. I stand before you today with profound admiration. Throughout your time at Don Calajon, you have faced unique struggles and obstacles as you've entered what many call the most difficult time of your lives. And trust me on that. Middle school is not an easy time for people, as they struggle with hormones, new expectations, and new desires. You have all had to handle the additional hurdle of COVID and distance learning, which pushed you to technology as your means of staying connected. But as many of you have experienced, technology can be a double-edged sword as you are trying to find out who you are. It hasn't been an easy road, but the beauty lies in the fact that you never gave up. You have shown incredible strength and determination to end up right here, right now, and for that I commend you. As you move on to high school, I hope you continue to show the responsibility you have shown on this campus. Some may not believe me, but I've seen our 8th graders go out of their way to care for their friends, for our younger students, and for staff members in their absence. Seeing them step up to read to kindergartners or play with them at the kinder lunch tables has left me smiling all year long. And I hope they also bring that kindness to high school and their lives. What will always be a struggle in your lives is making right choices. Sometimes the right choices are not the easy choices. Many of you have grappled with them throughout this year. You have sought approval from teachers, from other students, and from your families, all in an attempt to ensure you are making those right choices. But sometimes it still isn't obvious, and it doesn't get easier as you grow older. However, you are also old enough to know where your family values are, and they are deeply, deeply instilled at you in this point, and they will begin to influence you. We've tried our best at school to also teach you community values, and we hope those are just as deeply ingrained. Use those values to help you make the right choices as you move on to high school. Ultimately, you are the ones who have to live with your choices, and the right choices, if you're making them, will just make you feel right. Finally, I want to say thank you to both my promoting class and my new community. I am far from perfect, but throughout you have always been willing to sit and talk with me. Future ninth graders, keep that skill. Talking things out is one of the most effective ways to improve and learn in life, as I am still doing, and I thank you for that. At this point, I'm done talking. So we would like to begin the reading of the names of promoting eighth graders. All right, we practiced this. Front row, please rise. Yeah.
Nada Abu Halalawa. Darlene Aguilar Galdamez. Sanaya Aguirre. Carlos Alcantara. Kiana Lyric Chanel Allen. Maria Elena Anaya Charles. Daniel Joseph Armenta. Anne Shield Claire Asiniero. Emmanuel Avila. Vasilis Avlonidis. Jamal Awil. Delilah Azana Estrada. Brian Barragan Cisneros. Roberto Bautista Garcia. Lorenzo Borunda. Elijah Brown. Isaac Calderon. Serenity Carter. Melody Lamuse. Nicole Castillo Ramos. Arturo Cazares Ruiz. Alyssa Selly. Arlie Lucien Cervantes. Cara Chavez. Khalil Shenanu. Nate Correa. Angel Daniel Cuevas. Tien Do. Janelli Escalante Venegas. Catalina Espinoza. Nicole Estavillo. Veronica Falcon. Alexa Farias. Yvette Fernandez. John Henry Newman Fafita. Juliana Nevea Flores. Elkin Flores Aviles. Ezekiel Gali Garcia. Angel Garcia. Leon Gillette. Angel Gonzalez. Owen Heinen. Emily Jasmine Hernandez. Leonardo Hernandez. Fernando Jordan Herrera. Jesse Hervaten. You ready? Callie Joe Gunturn. Dominic Hunt. Hunter Huynh. Chelsea Perez. Kiana Nerea Johnson. Sydney Jones. Addis Klistoric. Jasper Cutt. Theo Langloy. Jacob Lash.
Michelle Lee. William Lynn. Julio Lobato Rodriguez. Jesus Lopez. Angelo Machado. Michael Magana. Taha Malik. John Murecki. Truman Marlowe. Parker Mason. Mahika Malam. Rashik Malam. Alexia Mendoza. Renat Ulysses Mirich Isataeva. Jasmine Miraflores Gomez. Jonathan Ong. Johnson No. Sam Nguyen. Vivian Nguyen. Hezekiah Oliver. Marisol Ortiz Arias. Arnav Parikh. Cynthia Perez. Joshua Perkins. Ian Pruden. Ashley Ramirez. Jalen Sky Regandola. Arwen Liana Reyes. Francisco Reyes. Edgar Rivera. Benito Ruiz del Rio. Gustavo Salazar. Catalina Rose Sanchez. Juan Sanchez Herrera. Max Sanchez Herrera. Selena Santana. Leon Sabatu. Mirab Shakil. Jay Stokes. Lucas Savantistan. Jasmine Tejeda Custodio. Darlene Tran. Kevin Tran. Mai Tran. Matthew Turnow. Maya Urias. Naomi Valdivia Carbajal. Joaquin Valencia Piedra. Albert Veraza. Valentino Villa. Aiden Vu. Yahya Yassin. Pengway Ian. Mia Zamora. Mateo Zarate Guerrero. Brandon Zhang.
I'll give it a sec. All right. All right. Thank you, everyone. I want to be clear, none of this would have been possible without your love and support for these students. At this time, it is with great pleasure that on behalf of Santa Clara Unified School District and the staff of Don Calajan, I present to you the promoting class of 2023 and the graduating class of 2027. Please rise. And turn.